Okay, all right. Well, you brought me back. Emmanuel, I'll deal with you later. Anyway, so we're talking about Twitter. I just wanted to check that info where it come from. Now, a lot of it has started a lot of reactions now. Twitter, who of course is the presidential candidate for 2027, was not present at the burial of the prophet. And people are starting to say that if actually he wants to Ghana vote in the north, he should have been present for that. Do you think that could actually, and also too, in reaction to that, a lot of people started saying that he's very calm and he believe he's going to go for a complete visit, coming later after the burial, because he's a calm, gentle person, and he has to come out to respond only to that by stating that his gentility or his calmness has nothing to do with politics. It's just who he is. So, in all of this, what's your thoughts about the Northerners not saying,
the way people are attaching, politicians, everything they have politics to it. What is trying to go and greet people for because of the loss of their loved one, now become politics? It can't be everywhere. If you choose not to go there now, you can't. Look at Issa Pantami, the former communication minister. He went to the elder sister because Buhari still have the elder sister. He went to greet her. He did not even go to where later on he may now go and visit the family. So it shows it's not compulsory. Do you think everybody that were there share the sympathy of the family or that even have anything good to say about the Buhari? Forget about all those politics that they are playing. There are some people who are crying. Those people that are crying that cannot emulate the tribute, that cannot emulate the attribute of that man of not being corrupt. So forget about it. But what there is this. Going there has nothing to do with politics. If he wants to go now, he can go later. In fact, somebody like me, maybe because he's a Christian, number one, or two, maybe because of his schedule, you don't know what has happened to a lot of his schedule, but he can go there. It has nothing to do. Do you know how many Nigerians have died between last 4 days and now? So what are we now saying? Is it because they are personality? That's why everybody says, do you know people that have died in Plateau State? How many people have visited Plateau State to go and visit them? How many presidential candidates, how many politicians have visited them? There are almost killings in Benue. How many have visited them? Who is visiting them every week when people are killed? They should just leave this. But what thing is important there is that maybe because it has nothing to do with politics, but politicians, if somebody died today, they will play politics with it. So I won't even mind talking about that.
Okay, so I want to go for that in that because you just said politicians play politics. So looking at the videos yesterday for those dignitaries that went, I saw that the former governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amaechi, was all dressed in the Muslim attire. What do you think he meant by that?
Look, ordinarily, if you want to get the highs, you want to have sense of belonging to the northern part of the country, you speak their language, you dress like them, and you're not part of them, they appreciate it much. Maybe it's just the same way we go to parties, we pick the attire that will fit the party that we are going. It has nothing to do with but I can tell you, political undertone, politicians always have. The president that left Abuja to go there, apart from the relationship they have, apart from they are from the same party, he has political undertone. Sending the vice president to London to bring, when Shetima is not the one that will carry the cups of there, it has the element of politics. So you should be able to know that every situation politicians want to do something. The same thing with Amaechi, may have political undertone also with it. But one thing that is there is whether they get it or not, Buhari is gone and is gone forever. He has been buried. Nobody can wake him up. And everyone, including those people that are there, will also die one day. That one is a fact. But when it's going to happen, where you are going to die, circumstances that will warrant it, we don't know. But everybody will surely die.
Okay, anyways.
You said you die. I will die too. Yes.
Don't point at me. It's too different.
Wait.
I'm not scared of
No, it's even.
Live a good life. I think you will not even.
Nobody can even run away from it. That's the thing.
I'm not worried about that. But anyways, we have the next topic to talk about, which is a very serious one. And when I saw that video, I was like, oh, this is interesting because I can see a lot of comment section of people stating that means a lot of airlines by now they should have used a house with the money they are owing them. Well, what do I mean is because the SCAA Director of Consumers Protection, Michael Achimobu, in a recent video, has advised air travelers in luggage delay while speaking in the video. He said that if your luggage does not arrive with you on arrival, the airline owes you 10,000 naira for the first need for a first need compensation for local flights. While for international flights, the airline owes you more than $100. Basically, he's just trying to educate people that when it comes to the airline rule, if you arrive at your destination and your luggages are not also there at the time you are there, then that airline owes you 10,000 naira. But anyways, let's hear him speak about this. I will come back to know how much all these airlines are owing Nigeria. To be right back. Back, you're still watching the vlog. Well, there are a lot of detailed breakdowns to that. But first, I just want a quick reaction to that video. Now, we all know how Nigerian system works. And my first question when I heard this is, you're still yet to get your luggage. You don't even know how immediate you get your luggage. You won't even think about getting 10,000 naira, especially when you know the value of what is in your luggage. What are your thoughts about this?
Michael Achimogu and the NCA. You try. As much as I agree with you that your organization is not in charge of consumer protection rights at the airport. But what I was expecting NCA to do is to have a point in every airport where consumer protection rights is going to be there. You get there, you could not get your luggage, you report there automatically. They take the documentation of it because NCAA is the owner of the airport. NCAA is the owner of the airport. The same way MPA is the owner of the port. They are the alpha and omega. They are the controller of every airport. So now, I expect them to be the owner, you understand now, to make room where people can report instantly. Look, I am coming to a particular country. We are maybe because of my green passport, I don't know. I just discovered that when we are on the line, they see something green, they ask us to stay like this. They march us to one room. And I have one particular notion if I'm traveling. I don't like to take much. So I prefer either to do wash and wear when I get there, maybe 2 clothes, or I get clothing attached to it. The reason why I normally do that is this, so that my luggage will be with me where I'm sitting down. You understand? Now, if it's too big, you can't put it ahead of you. So, and that was what happened. You won't believe. Now, after a thorough search, a thorough interrogation, what are you doing here? They have to make some calls, and luckily for me, I was going for educational something. So those people even send those people that will come and pick and all those stuff. Could you know that for like close to 2 hours, by the time we want to go, they are not just saying thank you, they are handing an envelope. They are handing an envelope to us for keeping you waiting, for all those whatever. I opened it and I saw the currency of that country there. So when I go to where I'm staying, when I got to the hotel, I asked, come on, they who gave me money now? Did I say yes now? You have even made sure that they kept you for a long time. You have get much more money. I say, that's how you do in this country. Oh, what a country. This is no country of my origin, for God's sake. So I think NCA should do more than what they are saying. So that anybody, they have a point to, because some people don't have this information. And some people, because they are looking for their bag, they won't even have time for what I want to do just my bag. So by the time they are loading that company, and NCA should be forcing this airline to make this payment. And they must show the evidence that they are paid it. Because let me tell you one thing. If you are traveling, even within Nigeria or outside Nigeria, and I'm flying from Nigeria, I always tell my people, one is your plane is scheduled to leave by 2. Be at the airport 12. Even if you want to eat, be eating at the airport. Nobody is going to beat you for coming early. But because I've seen a situation, someone was traveling to UK one particular year. If not because I later cleared Katakata. When we got there, an hour before the flight, the counter, nobody is there. I entered their kubiku. I entered there. What happened? The plane is scheduled to go by 11 p.m. This is to 10. What is the problem? They said they've closed. Close where? Close where? Before you know it, they are now asking for maybe 100 pounds or whatever. I say he is not going to pay a dime. I create katakata. I just pick my phone. I was just calling. You know, I call one director of clinical CIA. That one call somebody to send somebody to me. I didn't say yes. I want to create katakata here. I have removed my shoe already. Before they now said, could you believe they allow my friend to go in? Other people that came after.
Nobody.
They don't allow. That is their own problem. If they cannot. But the thing here is this. In Nigeria, because we are so lawless, the way we said our politicians don't follow laws, Nigerians also, even business owners, they don't follow laws. They want to enrich themselves at the expense of other people. But what is important there is that consumer protection agencies in Nigeria, especially the one that do with the airport, should make sure there is an avenue where people can complain instantly. NCA should mandate all airlines to pay all those money, and they must show the evidence of paying that money to them, or else they should not have another flight. Let me tell you one thing. What can make Nigerian great is when we respect one another, when we respect our own rules, and also when we don't jackal upon the human rights of another people. Nigerians, as everybody, politicians are sleeping on human rights of people. Business owners are sleeping on the rights of the consumers. Employers are sleeping on the right of the employees. What is the problem? Teachers are sleeping on the right of students. Everybody is just doing as if this country is no man's land, as the name of one place in Kano be. So what is important there is that we need to respect ourselves, respect our rules, and fundamental human rights of every Nigerian is so important. We must follow it.
Anyway, just to clarify on what we've been talking about, I just want to give more detail to the airlines. Now, definitely a consideration which is very true. For domestic flights, where you have a delay of luggage is 10,000, and for international flights is 170 US dollars. And of course, that's your first week compensation. Then your baggage search is between 1 to 7 days for all domestic flights, and 1 to 21 days for international flights. That is when you have your missing luggage. But if you eventually find out that after 7 days or 21 days you can't find your luggage, just consider it lost, then there should be further compensation for that. Now, of course, the NCAA has been trying, well, I know you already wondering, but they've been trying to make sure that people know their rights when it comes to this flight and all of that. So you have to keep it clear, know your rights and know what you actually do. I love the fact that another country was able to pay
in fact, let me even shock you. During the coronavirus, I have a friend that was in Canada. He was due to come to Nigeria the day Nigeria started their own lockdown. He was due to come to Nigeria. So they started there in Canada. They've locked it up, but he cannot come. Even this place is locked themselves. So, and the hotel that I was saying, that is the day, since he's leaving, you know, that is the day he's going to, so he's going to, he was not thinking that, how am I going to do it? The money that is with me, sir, is not even up to anything. And I paid for my flight and everything. Before 12 noon, he just discovered that he did not pay for lunch. They brought lunch. When they brought lunch, they brought one paper again that he should sign. He saw his details on it, his country and everything. His front page passport, everything there, he signed. After he signed, they said somebody is going to call. They call him. They are calling him from those people in charge of immigration or whatever. And this also, so they confirm his ticket number. Don't worry, your ticket is still safe. And since there is a lockdown, till when Canada is going to leave the lockdown, you are going to be in the hotel. You are not going to pay for the hotel. You are not going to pay for the feeding. Canadian government is going to take care of you. The guy spent almost close to, if not up to 1 month too.
Wow.
Free food, free Wi-Fi. He said, he will not tell them from the office, send my work. Free everything till he comes back. So, you will not look at it. NCAA should make sure that these airlines, they pay it and they should make sure they also sanction them. If you know the number of people, if you are going to one place now, don't book and say, don't worry, I will be in Port Harcourt by 2 o'clock. You are deceiving yourself. There is a person that we billed for last weekend to be on our program on radio. Who believe the person booked for morning? Somebody that booked in the morning. He said until 2:30. The plane did not move from Port Harcourt coming to Nigeria. So you'll be able to different airlines. There is no particular but that airline they mentioned inside that particular story that have like airplane. That one is even the worst. That have those people that are going to Kano very well, we know. Those that are going to Abuja very well, we know. The one that have big one, that their name is 3-letter here, you know them. So those ones, they are the regular customer. They are just like Ramfo. They can stop at any bus stop. They don't even care about. In fact, when they give you gala set, the gala they will give you is the one that will have shrink as if you have Kwam Shoko. Like this, if they whatever they give you, just have to just take it like that and say you are. So that's the thing.
I just want to add to this, to what you're saying, and then maybe you should help me push it further. The way you're pushing for that was the council gala thing. Okay, so NCAA, I do not know how much awareness they have put out there for passengers to know this, because I have followed it. I traveled, I came back, and we all stood to collect our luggages. Two of my suitcases being came. You know, I had nowhere to go make complaint. I was just ranting round the airport, and then all the people that are around it, you know, they were like, "Madam, you go try, come check again tomorrow." You know, it was very annoying because I did not have anywhere to go say, "This is what I'm going through. How do I make a complaint?" and all that. So I left without my luggages after staying there for like 2 hours, and they all told me that, "Look, it won't come." So eventually, after shouting, someone came to me and said, "Don't worry, give us a telephone number. We'll get back to you. We'll call you when your luggage came." I went back home, stayed till the next day evening. Nobody called me. It was the third day. I got upset and I went back to the airport. And they said, "Oh, go to that room. Go and see if your box is there." You know, so I do not know what awareness this NCAA, because he has come out to say, you know, it sounds like, oh, we are trying to, no, there's no awareness for travelers.
To be fair to them, there is no airport in Nigeria. There is no point of NCAA. The problem they have is this. They need to do more. They need to do more. They should not have one point at one airport. It should be like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers of people they can have. But because they also, maybe they are not employing much more hands. They need to employ more points, because they always have one point. They should have more points so that people can come and lodge complaint. Then another thing again is this. Since we are buying tickets automated, all these things should be automated now. Look at bank itself, upon one stubborn bank that we know very well. If you send money and they deduct you, the money did not go or whatever, and they took it twice, if you use app, just go at the Benisho. There's a place you can report. It's better than even going to that bank. They will just tell you within 7 days it's going to be returned, and it's going to be returned. So they should make it automated, and they should put it, every airline should put it on at the bottom of their tickets. NCA should make sure, if you have lots of luggage, call so number, NCA. You understand now? When you have that, you'll be able to know the person you are going to call, and you relate with it. If you see the way they tackle all these kind of issues at the foreign airports, I'm telling you, they will not just return your luggage to you. They will bring it home. You are not the one that will come and collect it. They will bring it home for you.
Yes.
Based on the address you will fill. They will come and drop it for you. Why are we like this? The way we treat customers in Nigeria, and little time now we say investors will not come to Nigeria. Which investor will come for this kind of thing? That come for the first time, his luggage of his wife lost, the one of child lost, and he wants to invest in Nigeria. If you go to a party, they don't give you chair to sit. To give you water, they don't give you. Will you give the person that is celebrating anything money?
No, you will even go.
Okay, anyway, let's read that message. This one says, the afternoon through and to Mr. Imberu, our journalist of the year. With death of Buhari, you can see all the public holiday declaration by the government. Senate suspends their plenary by 1 week, fly and half mast, and other eye service and people proceedings of this government. 200 were killed in lane raids, and more than 500 died in Niger flood. Thousands displaced, more than 40 army killed in their base. More than 100 farmers killed in Nigeria since this government came into power. More than 1,000 people killed due to insecurity in the country. Highest out of school children in the world. Highest IDP 7.2. 7.2 private/public and SMEs shut down and turning the people to beggars and luxuries in the midst of plenty due to the obnoxious policies of this government. No regards were given to the people by this government, but the elite and their corrupt cronies. It's the shame the worst of us, truly the best of us, truly the country. This is Dayo from Lagos. Dayo, thank you very much. Okay, we'll pick a poll before we go for the next topic. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Who is this? Okay. Okay, anyways, Patricia was doing something.